we're back. I can't believe it's been 2 years, and we are so thankful for having you here tonight to celebrate the foundation and for all of your support. And we've done so much, and there's no way that we could have accomplished anything that we have in the last 2 years without all of your help. So thank you for being here, and we can't wait to have a great night. So some of the things that we've done this year, we took 2 teams to Cooperstown. Now in 2022 was the year that Brody was 12 and should have gone to Cooperstown. That was his year to go. When Brody was 9 and went in 2019 with Rex, these boys that were on Rex's team promised to go back with Brody as coaches. This is what they wanted to do. They could not wait to watch Brody play in Cooperstown. And so these boys, these teenage boys, still came back and coached in 2022 for Brody's team. And it was the most magical experience in the world. And this team played hard, and they ended up 3rd out of 100 teams. And it was a wonderful experience. And we did it again this year in 2023. We took a new team, and they played their hearts out, and they stay in barracks, and they pin trade, and they meet children from all over the country, and they get to play against the best competition, and they hit home runs, and you're in the beautiful mountains of New York. And it was my boys' favorite week of their life, and this is what I vowed to do. And so we've done that twice since the last foundation party. Another thing that we have really focused on this year is batting cages. And I contribute that to me spending countless hours watching my boys in batting cages. They never took a day off. Every single day they were hitting somewhere. We provided an amazing, I can't say enough about this facility. It's called the Rex and Brody practice facility at the Jonesville Park. It's a huge structure that will have 4 tunnels that are retractable netting that you can either do 4 bullpens or 4 batting cages in, and it's covered. And it's gonna provide shade and fans and electricity so you can do lessons in the rain and the heat. And I'm so excited about this beautiful facility that is going to be named the Rex and Brody Training Facility in honor of them, where they spent countless hours, and so did I, in a little folding chair watching them. We have had 2 Rex and Brody tournaments in Newberry, Lake City. It actually takes all of North Central Florida because we've had over 100 teams 2 years in a row with the help of USSSA. They all show up with custom Rex and Brody jerseys on. They have arm sleeves. They are praying before. They're chanting their names.
Rex, Brody, 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 Rex. 1, 2, 3, get them all. 1, 2, 3, get them all. Brody on the lead! Brody on 3! 1, 2, 3, Brody!
It's just the most amazing thing to walk through this tournament, and it really feels completely different than any other tournament because they're playing in honor of our boys. And it just makes me so proud. And my parents, they sat there and sold t-shirts for 2 days straight. And my dad took pictures and hugged and loved, and so did my mom, on every single little boy that walked by, because it's keeping the boys alive and their spirit, and it's passing on what Rex and Brody meant to this sport. One thing that is very sentimental to me is that we've made a large donation to Buchholz High School, who's in the process of redoing their baseball fields. This is where Rex is a 2025, and he should be a junior right now, and Brody would have eventually been going to Buchholz. So this is the school that Rex should be pitching off that mound right now. And it means the world to me that their names are going to forever be on that field. And it doesn't only mean everything to me, but the boys that played with Rex, that should be his teammates right now, it means everything to them. And another thing that I'm so happy and proud of is that we got the Rex and Brody law passed this year. When I got the call on August 28th of 2021, and they said that their autopsies were going to be released, I had no idea what that meant. I thought, what are you talking about? Like, what? Why? I don't know if I was naive or, I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I stood up and said, I'm going to change this. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for their family members, and it's definitely not fair for the children that are suffering through the pain that I've gone through. And so for 2 years, with the help of Keith Perry and Chuck Clemens and the Gray Robinson Group and Donovan Brown and all of you, my husband, my parents, my friends, we drove up to Tallahassee for 2 years, and I presented this bill, and it passed unanimously this year through the House and the Senate. All murdered children's autopsies are all private, so no one will ever have to go through what Rex and Brody's friends have had to go through, what the public's had to go through, what I've had to go through, and my family has had to go through. And that for me is a huge, huge, huge accomplishment, because I had no idea the difficulty it was to get a law passed. But I guess maybe not knowing was the best thing for me. Everyone will have an opportunity to get these little orange and blue bracelets, right, tonight. And I have not taken mine off. And I had an opportunity to speak to the Florida team on May 4th on the anniversary of their death. And I sat in the dugout and I thought all kind of morning, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna tell these boys? And what I came up with, and I want everyone to take away from this, is that the hashtag is pitch like Rex. And I told these big boys, that does not mean please, please, please do not go out tomorrow and pitch like a 14-year-old. Like, we don't need that. But Rex was quiet and determined and had the work ethic like no one you've ever met before. And he honestly always wanted his back up against the wall, and he would just center himself and find inner strength quietly and compete and win. That's what he did. He held it inside. And so what I told them is, for the rest of your life, no matter what you're doing, when your back's up against the wall, you fight. And you fight internally, and you do it quietly, and you do it with dignity, and you use all this inner strength, and you overcome that mountain that you're about to be faced with. And then I said, the other thing says play like Brody. That does not mean go play the game tomorrow. I think we're at Texas A&M like a 11-year-old, please. But Brody, everyone who knew him, he gave 110% in everything. It didn't matter if it was a race to go get the garbage can, who could get the highest grade on a math test. It didn't matter. He gave 100% of everything in his life. So I think what play like Brody means is in everything you do, no matter if it's in the business world, as a parent, as a child, you want to play like Brody. You want to give 110%. And he did it with a smile on his face. You never saw him frown. He was enthusiastic. He was a game changer. He was pumping up the person next to him when they were down. And that's what I hope that people take away from this. My boys told me all the time, and I didn't really realize this till last night when I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep. They used to tell me, you're so cute and innocent and giggly, but you're tough as nails on the inside. And last night I finally thought, well, what does that mean? I never wanted to be tough as nails on the inside, and I never knew I needed to be tough as nails. And here I am 2.5 years later without the most important things in my life. And they used to make fun of me because I could back a trailer and I could drive a boat, and I could fish, and I hung with the best of them, and I think that's what it is. And I'm so happy that they had that much faith in me, and here I am 2 years later with the help of all of you and everyone else in my life, that I'm sweet, giggly, and innocent, and still tough as nails on the inside. I am so excited to have everyone here tonight, and I can't wait to celebrate all the success that we've had, and I want everyone to enjoy the amazing food, the cocktails, the company, the auctions, the entertainment. I want everyone to dance. I love dancing, so please, I hope everyone breaks it down on the dance floor at some point. And I can't wait for the year to come. And I am so excited about the things that we have accomplished. And I, every morning, wake up and I think, why did this happen to me? I will never know the answers, but I wake up and I'm determined, and I gravitate towards the strength of this foundation. So have fun and drink up, and I will meet you on the dance floor.